How did Sasuke and Sakura fall in love? Oh my god. This has nothing. Ooh.
When it comes to the different pairings that we have in the world of Naruto, one of the ones that really stood out
I think this is the greatest mystery.
Fans who watched the anime was this whole idea of Sasuke and Sakura being a thing, and as we gotten a glimpse into their family life in the Boruto
Like you see the face of a guy who's loving a lot.
era, there are still some of those out there who still think that this was a pairing that was completely out of left field, and the question oftentimes still gets asked, how did Sasuke go from showing no interest in
I think it's the same side. I think this is his way of showing love, you know?
To wanting to kill her, to wanting her to have his kid and carry his last name. It's led to jokes that this is a abusive relationship, a toxic
I think it's a very healthy relationship. Everybody needs to be like this.
Relationship, and that Sakura has to have some type of Stockholm syndrome for wanting to be with a guy who many people would consider to have been her abuser. However, in today's video, I want to explain.
Now we're gonna prove that Sasuke is a very nice guy.
Not only what led to Sasuke realizing what led to Sasuke realizing he was in love with Sakura, as well as clear up some of the misconceptions that exist around the pairing itself, which mostly comes from a lot of people who say this being people who are anime only consumers of the Naruto
Yes,
IP.
in the manga, Sasuke is a very nice guy. He doesn't try to kill her.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. But as I've said numerous times here on the channel, there are times where the anime
a perfect couple
changes crucial information, cuts things out, or it doesn't properly adapt the material, or doesn't adapt it at all, which leads to a lot of the misconceptions that are out there about various characters. So starting off with the Sasuke and
let's show that this scene was very misunderstood.
Development. This isn't some random occurrence that some people will tell you on Twitter or YouTube or Reddit. You've essentially been led astray by an echo chamber. Sasuke didn't get a Rasengan that blew off his hand and then suddenly get a tingly feeling below his pants when Sakura's healing him, like people have been saying since 2014 when the last Naruto manga chapter came out. Going by Sasuke's own words, this wasn't the case at all. It was actually much sooner than that, which is why
I think Sasuke just wanted to have a kid. That's my
in the Naruto
guessing.
manga in volume 72, Sasuke's foot is shown shaking at Sakura's words during her confession, and why he chose to put her under a genjutsu before running off to fight Naruto during their final battle. In truth, the entirety of Naruto Part 2, Sasuke already knew he possessed feelings for Sakura, but was actively trying to suppress them due to his mind being set on
Yes. He has a lot of feelings. You can see this.
first killing Itachi and then restoring
You annoy me. I love you so much.
honor of the Uchiha clan by destroying the village once he learned the truth behind the Uchiha massacre, but at no point was Sakura Haruno ever a true target for him. While he did try to kill her during the 5 Kage summit, we later
I know why he tried to kill her, because he was thinking about her so much, and this was getting on the way of him getting his revenge, you know, so he had to kill her. It's because he couldn't stop thinking about Sakura. He was all day, Sakura, I can't even fight my family's assassin because I keep thinking about you, Sakura. I can't stop. I can't concentrate. It's impossible to do a Chidori without you.
It was because of those feelings for her that drove Sasuke to wanting to go that far, because he already had it made up in his mind that he needed to sever all bond that could bring him to a point where he wouldn't destroy the Hidden Leaf Village. His sensei Kakashi, his best friend Naruto, and the girl that he knew that he loved, Sakura. That's not my twisted interpretation of Sasuke's state of mind and perspective during this time period. Is literally told to us in the story that Naruto Shippuden never adapted in the anime. So the information comes to us from the Naruto epilogue story
You need to read the epilogue story to know this.
set between Naruto chapter 699 and chapter 700.
Like, Kishimoto could just have put the feeling everywhere. You don't need to, like, he doesn't want you to find the feeling. You need to search like an archaeologist.
Titled Akatsuki Hiden, Evil Flowers in Full Bloom, which follows Sasuke Uchiha as he finishes his redemption journey and makes his way back to the Hidden Leaf Village, where after meeting children who lost family members due to one of the mercenary missions that the Akatsuki undertook when they were building funds before they began their Jinchuriki hunt, which is a reminder, we're told in the Naruto manga more than once that Akatsuki were contracted by some of the ninja nations like the Land of Earth in order to carry out odd jobs that need to be kept off the books. Sasuke ventures off before returning to Konoha to look into the origins of the Akatsuki members and to find the answer to the question of could any of them been redeemed.
It's so funny how much he has to do to fall in love with a girl. It's so funny.
Like himself, if they had
I need to search for the depths of my old guys
like Naruto
and everything. I need to
corner,
search all the destiny and things just to accept this annoying
who
bitch.
never gave up on them. And why is it that the shinobi system failed each of the Akatsuki members? During that time, Sasuke reveals to us the very moment he knew he was in love with Sakura and how it was an invisible weighted noose around his neck that he was consciously aware of as he descended further into the darkness, and how that noose was made heavier by his relationship with Naruto, which is why he was so desperate to sever bonds with both of them. In the particular story, he tells us that, quote, he was his own sin. Traveling alone is a way to redeem it and to reconsider his own shadow. His crimes were and should have imprisoned him, and that was actually one of the main reasons why Sasuke did this in the shadows. Sasuke was desperately trying to break his ties of friendship with Uzumaki Naruto.
Like, you can't just stop talking. I think it's I think it's the easiest way to break a friendship. It's just stop talking.
But now Sasuke
Just unfollow each other. I don't know.
was grateful to him and relieved that he did not let go of their friendship back then. And even now still never lets go of their friendship. Back then, Naruto was the only one who had faith in him, and then there was her. Even though he abandoned her, ditched her, and many times was cold to her, Haruno Sakura had still dedicated her love to him, despite having every
Yeah,
reason
because she knows inside this great ocean of darkness, you have like 1% of love, and it's enough.
to not do so. She was always trying to give the spring sunshine to his own dark light. Their love for him is why everything was changing for the better, and why everyone, including now himself, could feel it. End quote. Sasuke then
Wait, he lives. I forgot this. He lives her. Yeah, he
goes on
loves
to
her.
say that he was, quote, angry and half in love with her and tremendously sorry. He turned away, end quote, when thinking about the night he left the Hidden Leaf Village. That information should make you pause and go back to the start of the scenes of the Sasuke retrieval arc and look at them a lot differently. Sasuke in the manga was hesitating as he looks at the photo of Team 7 he kept in his bedroom. The way that he pauses when Sakura begs for him.
This is a difference. The guy is right. I think we needed to see this in the anime. I think it's a good scene.
To stay in the village. The smile before he says thank you and knocks her out and takes the time out to set her on the bench instead of leaving her on the street. There were signs that Sasuke was struggling with heart in his heart and wanting to keep himself with the two people in the village who cared about the most. After the war, one of the things that we see in Sasuke Shinden, the story of Sunrise, which was only partially adapted into the Naruto Shippuden anime after the war, was that Sasuke was moved when he would hear the whispers of things regarding Sakura and her accomplishments after the war, which I've gone in
I don't think he's gonna read a lot about those accomplishments.
detail with in the
Kishimoto forgot this
Legacy
character.
of Sakura video, with Sasuke's internal monologue saying that because Sakura had become someone as a shinobi that many people could count on, it was all the more reason for him to continue his redemption journey and find answers to what he believed to be fears of himself at the same time in that story, which is that Tobirama was right about the Uchiha clan's emotions being a trigger to their downfall, and Sasuke's worried that if he ever lost Naruto, if he ever lost Sakura, that Sasuke would fall back into darkness without someone there to bring him back, making it a
So be closer to them. I think I understand him because I'm far away from everybody, from this planet. To be honest, I live on Mars. I don't live on Earth. I have to say this. My address is Mars, but you need to be close to people you love. You know.
a point to want to reward their love and faith in him by returning home to Konoha.
Show love, Sasuke. You can open your heart and show love for all of us. I love you, Sasuke. Thank you for all you did. Thank you for everything, Sasuke.
Strong enough as his own man to be able to pull himself out of the darkness. In Sakura Hiden's story, Love Riding the Spring Breeze, set just after the events of Naruto the Last, when Naruto and Hinata are engaged and they're preparing their wedding in a few months, we see Sakura holding herself busy with work, building that reputation that Sasuke is made aware of. But when word reaches Sasuke in that story that Sakura is facing danger, he willingly returns home to the Land of Fire, to what he knows knows it's a trap set by holdover loyalists to Danzo's route that Kakashi and Tsunade hadn't flushed out of hiding, because Sasuke learns they're messing around with DNA of Naruto and Sasuke left behind at the Final Valley, which in hindsight, that makes a lot of sense. You see the black market for Hashirama cell. Imagine getting yourself some Naruto or Sasuke cells. The Zanbu, they were thinking big brain. In this story that was never adapted.
It's so complex, this love story, because you need to put a lot of darkness, a lot of danger. Like, the world needs to be in danger so Sasuke can feel something.
Into the anime, there is a focus on Sakura becoming the partner that Sasuke would want to have when he returns home to the village. Her building a foundation for what Sasuke would eventually call his home after he completed his redemption journey, and referred to it as a soul-searching journey. And he refers to Sakura as being his home. When Sasuke,
it's hard to find our soul, you know, because he goes in the woods trying to find his soul, but I don't think his soul is hidden in the woods, you know.
Does finally decide to.
I don't think this is the address of your soul, a tree.
Return home to Konoha, despite what Naruto Shippuden.
But he's meditating, maybe. He's a Buddha.
The anime shows you it's not Naruto who finally convinces Sasuke to come back home. It's actually Sakura's words that does so. In the Naruto Shippuden anime adaptation of Sasuke Shinden, the story of Sunrise, which is what anime fans will refer to as being the exploding human saga, Sasuke gets a letter from Naruto where it reads, Naruto telling Sasuke that he's just like the Uchiha police force in a way, and that's what spurred him to come home. However, this was another change made by the anime. Sasuke,
so in the manga, he doesn't care.
Never shared that information with Naruto like the anime made it appear. The only person who Sasuke told that information to about him having a dream of joining the Uchiha police force in Konoha and protecting the village and wanting to continue to protect the village, that was revealed to us in the story to be Sakura. That's a conversation they had before Sasuke.
Oh, this is cute. He opened himself to her.
Left the village. It was a reminder of the story that he told Sakura that made him return home to the village and stop being afraid to be emotionally involved with others. As Sasuke puts it, quote, he wasn't afraid to be involved anymore. The way forward was set, the village of Konoha, end quote. While there was some connective tissue in the events after the war that was not animated, much to my chagrin, like the Sakura story showing us a glimpse into the future where Sasuke literally pulls up at her doorstep and says that he's...
I think they needed to show at least a conversation between them, more romantic, like, oh, your hair is beautiful today. Oh, thank you. I want to Shidori you. What?
Home being him referring to Sakura. There are moments in the 72 volumes of the Naruto manga. Home being him referring to Sakura.
She's a doctor. I forgot this. Because Sasuke is wearing this. Okay, she's the psychiatrist and he's using the great shirts of the crazy ones.
There are moments in the 72 volumes of the Naruto manga that accomplish the same thing. But the problem is that the two Naruto anime made some changes.
I never said I wasn't married. What? So he marries her. Oh, I want to see this.
To a lot of the scenes, which
they didn't invite me.
That's why
to the wedding
is as big of a disconnect with a lot of Western fans versus the Japanese fans, because here it's already hard enough to get people to read manga, even when there are pretty pictures to look at, let alone the stories that have hundreds of pages of text with no art in it outside of the cover pages. But in Japan, reading manga is more in the culture. Reading things like light novels.
Reading is more in the culture. We here in the Western civilization, we don't like reading. I don't like reading. I'm saying that, but I don't like reading.
Is more understood.
I don't care.
Here, the content is mostly consumed in anime format, which that is fine. But there are times where
I get my intelligence from the sun. I look at the sun, and I just let the sun like tell me the wisdom.
At least misunderstanding.
I go and I say, sun, and I talk to the moon too. I talk to the moon and to the sun. I ask for both. What do you have to say to me today? And they say about Sasuke.
Of things that are made more clear when you consume the material the way that Kishimoto and Shueisha intended, via the manga, via the light novels that Shueisha put in the Weekly Shonen Jump timeline when they were coming out. For instance, when you watch the first Naruto anime, Sasuke comes off more annoyed with Sakura than anything else. When they're participating in the bell test, for instance, Sasuke views her as a weighted ball and chain.
Don't cling to me, he's right.
He's gritting his teeth in frustration that she's crazy crying, basically saying, girl, you're useless, because she thought he was hurt, and he rushes off to finish the bell test without showing any regard or acknowledgement for Sakura's emotional display, versus the manga is completely different. He goes out of his way to tell her that he's fine and not to worry about him, that she can let go of him, and when he says he's leaving to finish the bell test, Sasuke's shown blushing in the manga when he looks at Sakura out the corner of his eye, versus in the anime, he doesn't even pay.
The anime fucked it up. I like this Sasuke. I like this shy Sasuke showing feelings. I don't like the psychopath Sasuke.
Mind, let alone blush. The anime depicted
I think it's so forced to making Sasuke look like psychopath. I don't like it. I like this Sasuke.
Stone cold guy that was set on the bell test and going after revenge, when in reality he always had a soft spot for Sakura, as early on as the first volume of the manga it was a part of his character. During the tuning exams, the anime again makes these subtle changes, removing the blush on Sasuke's cheek when he tells Sakura that she probably saw through the genjutsu.
I don't think what's worse, removing the blush on Sasuke's cheek or removing the cigarettes from Sanji and the weapons in One Piece.
And he's shown smirking with pride, hiding a blush when she confirms that statement, which the anime outright cuts out. The same with the Land of Waves arc, where the anime makes him come across as cold and uncaring when Sakura's hugging him when she thought that he was dead after Haku's attack. In the manga, when Sakura's rubbing his cheek against his face, Sasuke's shown blushing during that embrace, unable to look at her during that emotional moment. Back in volume 1 of the story, when Sakura's being—
Wait, this is the channel's guy, real form, face reveal. In the real world, he's like this.
Super thirsty for Sasuke during the Team 7 introduction to Kakashi. The anime makes Sasuke completely indifferent to Sakura's words, and the stoic appearance gives off the impression that he doesn't care. But once again, we see the consistent theme of Sakura causing Sasuke to blush when she's in his presence. That's in the manga. The same with—
Oh, he's blushing. He doesn't have his face. He's so different. They're so different in the beginning.
Force of Death, where Sasuke is in visible discomfort, and we see Sasuke reach—
Oh, this is cute. This is a cute pose. Like, it's like shy. Oh my god, I'm Hazukashi. But he's like Karigendo at the same time.
out to grab Sakura's hand instinctually when he's fighting off the effects of the curse mark. You don't see that in the anime. I can understand the creative decision made, going for the whole cool and calm and unbothered co-main character and rival to Naruto. Naruto, this character who is so expressive and open with his feelings, versus Sasuke being untethered by things like a
I think Sasuke's more open with his feelings than Naruto.
On his female teammate. Yet the problem with this is that this is part of the expressiveness of his
You
character.
just need to notice, but he's open all the time. You know what he's feeling. He's feeling rage.
In part 1, and it's something that we would learn after Naruto's manga concluded in 2014, that all of this was done as a part of Masashi Kishimoto's effort to write a love triangle between the members of Team 7. All of this was intentional, and the anime disregards it. Naruto had his heart openly set on Sakura. Sakura had her heart openly set on Sasuke.
And Sasuke had his heart destroyed by shadows.
Sasuke was too prideful and wrapped up in his own demons that he couldn't cop to his feelings that he had for Sakura, but it was a use of dramatic irony where we as readers could see what Sakura couldn't, which are the hints that Sasuke cared for her. This goes further when you dive into the data books, where Sakura is written as having once loved Sasuke, but after Naruto returns to the village, the narrator in the data book says that Naruto was making her heart flutter and she was uncertain about her feelings towards Naruto, and she was looking for the answers for how she felt about
What? She liked Naruto? I didn't know this.
This all goes back to what Kishimoto said, effort to build a love triangle. He felt about
her childhood friend was matured faster than ever exploded. Yeah, this is not a she's punching him. She's punching
Naruto.
him. This is a form of love, to be honest, being punched.
Goes back to what Kishimoto said, effort to build a love triangle. All of this stuff serves as a crescendo to build up to that moment where Sasuke puts Sakura under the genjutsu at the end of Naruto's manga. It's only small stuff, but as is oftentimes the case, it's the subtleties of writing that make you appreciate the characters more if it's properly shown.
I'm just trashing the characters. I love them, and I love this couple. I think this is an amazing couple. I love this.
Like, for instance, the way that Sasuke fans, even in 2024, still misunderstand.
But my favorite couple is Kakashi and his book. I think this is a beautiful couple.